And now Sunday.
And by the way, in the last video, I did say some clothes were going to get removed. I took off my hoodie.
Yes, and so, this morning, my friend Effie, a while ago, she had asked if I would like to buy a sweater for Mulin, so I actually woke up this morning being told that Effie was in the lobby and to go buy the sweater, and I did. And it is cute. And
It looks
so
very comfortable.
Yes, and so I was Mulin all day, and I was running around with my OTP, because my O had broken off Saturday, so I fixed it this morning, and I was OTP. OTP. Yay!
As for me, after overheating almost all the time for Friday and Saturday, and the other thing I forgot to mention is that the dress shoes I was wearing for Spy were cutting into my heels, and it was painful to walk. I just decided to go as myself. I wore that black and red hoodie you saw there, and I basically wore what I'm wearing now.
Yep.
I helped my friend who is the Love Live fan get into the dealer room where we realized Todd Havercorn was doing autographs. In which we got right in line for that, and I got to make a whole lot of puns. I got to make some interesting puns to some Natsu cosplayers from Fairy Tail, an Italy cosplayer from Italia, and a Edward Elric cosplayer from Full Metal Alchemist.
Meanwhile, you were gone by the time I woke up. So, I woke up around just before 9 o'clock. So I got in my costume, but it was LineCon. I could not get in. So again, I went across the street, and I just sat with Rick Terrazzi for a while, because I had nowhere else to go. Because my mom, actually this morning, my mom, she texted me, and she's like, "Are you in the Prue or the Heinz?" Because she was volunteering. And I said, "No, I'm still in the hotel room." "Are you in the Prue or the Heinz?" "No, hotel." So I just sat in the Hilton with Rick for a while, waiting for TJ. Bag check, checking out of rooms. We were lucky enough that our roommates had the room until Monday, so we were not in a rush, but those lines, so I don't know what we did for a while. We just wandered, we were together, and that's really all that mattered.
I guess Allie. I said her name. Damn it.
It's
whatever.
okay. You can say her name.
Whatever. I guess Allie and I must have gotten very lucky because she must have gone down by 8:30 or something. I went down around 8:15. There was no lines.
Yeah.
Or if there was a line, it was 15 people behind the metal detector.
9 o'clock is when the line really starts, because my mom was saying if you can get there between 8 and 9, you can just walk right in because there's no line, because everyone's still sleeping.
And that's basically what I did. I lucked out there.
Yeah, so I derped around with TJ and his buddies. I don't remember what time we were able to get into the Heinz. We just kind of wandered. We went to the game room for a while. Last day of a con, there really wasn't much to do. I did go to Dragon Ball Z obscure dubs and rarities. That was entertaining. I'm a huge DBZ fan, so it was fun. It's mostly just derping around with TJ, really.
My good friend Allie basically took me to go watch the first episode of Love Live.
How was it?
To be honest, if I was watching it by myself, I wouldn't be able to watch it through the end. It really isn't my cup of tea, but I went in with an open mind and I gave it a fair shot. It's good. It's good. It's a good anime. It's not really my cup of tea. I prefer more comedy. But it is really good.
I'm not much of an anime fan, but
one moment.
It was everywhere. The Love Live cosplays were everywhere.
I don't need cat hair on this.
Sure you do. Yeah, so Sunday was kind of just not much happened, but I think the general consensus is a lot of people are not coming back to AnimeBoston. It was really not a good con. That's really sad, because AnimeBoston was my first ever con, so it's very dear to my heart, but it's just gone such downhill. It's so big. The lines are impossible. The security's impossible, because it's really anxiety and it provokes anxiety because of all the security, because they're police officers, and it's really Wasn't a good con because I spent most of it not in the convention. I could not get into the convention. I spent it outside with friends. So it's like I spent it with friends, so that was good. But like I couldn't really get into the con. I got lots of pictures taken, so that was good.
As for me, just like the other 2 days, say it with me, folks. I went to the Undertales, and there was a few Undertales just lingering about in the end of the hallway where the video games were, and we just sort of put on music. There was somebody with a Roomba shaped speaker, and we were just dancing to music.
I just remembered Saturday after the Metal Gear photo shoot, we were in like a real side hallway. The Undertale photo shoot had taken over the corner that we would have to take to get out of our corner. So we were like, the Undertale took over. How do we get out? But we were Metal Gear, so we were stealthy and we snuck by.
On Saturday. I must not have noticed because I was busy talking to a Metaton Neo, and we were just kind of having a little antagonist fight.
We were leaving as the Metaton cosplayers were being called up for their photos. Because
I was taking pictures at that point because some of these Undertale cosplays were actually really
they really
good.
were.
They were quite good.
Yeah, while everyone was screaming, we snuck by and
in true Metal Gear fashion.
Uh-huh. I was Snake.
Heading back to Sunday, because I was wearing my red hoodie, one of these Sans let me try on their foam head, and by doing that, people decided, oh hey, I can now be an evil Sans, or if some of you know it, Underfell, just the evil version.
I have not heard of Underfell until you started talking about that.
It's basically the exact kind of the same story, except Flowey from the beginning is actually trying to help you, and everybody is actually trying to kill you. It really is kill or be killed in that story.
That's actually interesting.
So I got a couple of pictures taken as Underfell Sans.
Nice.
Which was a lot of fun actually. I did make a couple of friends. The photographer that was taking our pictures knew me because we went to Six Flags before. I lost a blonde wig on Bizarro right in front of her. She laughed at me, and it was funny.
It was really like a friendship con because our roommates, Alex and Axel, they had an instant bromance, and it was the cutest thing. Wales. That was all weekend. Just that. It was good.
It was most definitely a lot of fun.
So socializing, this was a really fun con. We definitely socialized. We had a lot of fun with friends, but the convention itself was just bad. The hotel was bad. The convention was barely a convention.
You don't pay this amount of money for a registration and then not be able to get into the convention you registered for.
Seriously, like
it's not fun to sit in a line for registration for an hour.
Especially outside in March in Massachusetts, especially if, you don't have long sleeves or a warm enough costume. Like Saturday, I was in a bikini. I was not going outside.
Saturday was cold. Friday was raining.
It was windy. It was rainy. It was windy. It's March in Massachusetts. Do not go outside unless you are, dressed for it. Especially, I'm wearing water-based makeup. My Ice Queen makeup's water-based. This is water-based. If I went outside, it would have melted. So, no.
Other than that, going through the dealer room didn't really have anything very interesting to offer. Artist Alley.
It was pretty to look at, but we didn't buy anything.
It was pretty to look at, but I didn't really find anything interesting.
I bought a phone charm for TJ because he wanted it, so I had clinic money saved up. So I bought TJ a phone charm.
Yeah, the other thing was just being the ignorant gamer fool that I am. I don't really know voice actors by name.
Yeah.
So I didn't really go for autographs or anything. Although I do have an idea for a couple of cosplays that I may do for different conventions, such as Grilby from Undertale or Nekazawa Senpai from Oran High School Host Club.
I did see Greg, because Greg is very dear to my heart. Ayers? Yes, and TJ's heart, he's very dear. So I actually held the door for him, and I didn't even realize it until I was like, oh, hi. So got to see Greg. He's nice.
That is a lot of fun.
Yeah, so this convention really wasn't that great. So we'll see by next year if I want to go back. I mean, this was my 6th AnimeBoston. It was very dear to my heart.
So in terms of all 6 AnimeBostons you've been to, where does this rank?
2nd worst.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
We all know how last year went.
I was actually going to say that this is my 3rd AnimeBoston, and last year actually topped this one in how bad that was.
We're not going to talk about that.
But that's a different story entirely.
I already talked about it in my last year's AnimeBoston. We're not going back there. Because TJ was very good to me, and that's all that really mattered. So on that note.
Well then, humans of the internet, I am the Great Papyrus. Not really. And we bid you farewell.
Until the next con review, which will be ConBust, which is actually next weekend. I don't know who I will be yet, but I know that I will be Sanic with my friend as Nipples the Enchilada. It is a small college con, but I love it, so I'm looking forward to that one. So be prepared for my con review next weekend of ConBust. Alright? Bye.